We're going to explain how to fix the Android emulator exit code 10737402886 error in Android Studio 3.5.2. This annoying error often pops up when you try to run your Android app, preventing you from testing. Let's troubleshoot this step by step. 1. Check your system resources. This error often indicates insufficient system resources like RAM or storage. The emulator is quite demanding. Close unnecessary programs, especially memory-intensive ones, before launching the emulator. Consider upgrading your RAM if you frequently run into this problem. Check your hard drive space. A full drive can also cause this. 2. Hypervisor issues. The emulator often uses virtualization technology like Intel HXM or AMD-V. Make sure virtualization is enabled in your BIOS settings. If it's enabled, try disabling and re-enabling it. This sometimes resets things. If you're using a virtual machine, like VirtualBox or VMware, to run your Android Studio, that can conflict. Try running Android Studio directly on your host operating system to see if that resolves the issue. 3. HXM installation. If you're using Intel HXM, ensure it's properly installed and enabled. Android Studio usually prompts you to install it, but if you've skipped that step, or if you've updated your system since the installation, go back to the Android SDK Manager, locate the Intel HAXM installer, and reinstall it. Once installed, restart your computer. Reboot after installing any updates or changes relating to the hypervisor. 4. Driver updates. Outdated or corrupt graphics drivers can conflict with the emulator. Go to your graphics card manufacturer's website, NVIDIA, AMD, Intel, and download the latest drivers for your specific card model. Install them and restart your computer. 5. AVD configuration. Your Android virtual device, AVD configuration might be faulty. Try creating a new AVD with different settings. Choose a different device profile, API level, and try setting a smaller screen resolution or less RAM assigned to the AVD. 6. Emulator settings. Within the Android Studio AVD Manager, you can adjust the emulator settings. Try allocating more RAM to the AVD. If you're using an external storage device for the AVD, make sure it's functioning correctly. 7. Reinstall Android Studio. As a last resort, if none of the above steps worked, try reinstalling Android Studio. Ensure you've backed up your project files before attempting this so you don't lose your work. This is a more drastic step, but sometimes a clean installation helps resolve deep-seated issues. 8. Check for Windows updates. Sometimes Windows updates can inadvertently cause conflicts. Make sure your Windows operating system is up to date. If you've recently updated, check for any optional updates related to virtualization or hardware. After trying all these steps, restart your computer after each significant change, giving the system a chance to fully apply the adjustments. If you still encounter the error, provide more details about your system specifications and Android Studio setup, so others may offer additional assistance.